Hello everyone! Today we continue working with the blouse with the fasteners on the center front and princess seams. I detach the patterns and throw them away. Let's start working with the center front. There are two lines marked in this detail. I need to pin the center front. The second line is the fold line. Clothes for women are usually fastened right over left. All the details of women's clothes are fastened right over left. Fasteners on the center front, on the side, vents. If the dress was buttoned on the center back, it would still be fastened right over left. This is a very good design, by the way. I've already traced the center front to the other side. And now I'll trace the fold line. I remind you that the extension is 1.5 centimeters wide. We usually trace just one line, but I want you to see everything clearly, so I'm tracing the two lines. I'm showing you everything very thoroughly. I've decided to show you this tutorial because I know that a lot of people say that this is a very complicated technique. I want to mark the wrong side and all the details. Now I can remove the pins and make space and seams. After that, I'll start taking the blouse. Have a look at what I'm doing. Space and seams are just lines. We do not attach the details to anything by making them. Please, if you don't have much of experience in sewing, make two spacing seams. It will make your work much easier. When I finish tacking, I'll show you what to do next. I hope you understand that the width of the extension depends on several things. If you are using buttons or clasps, if the buttons are big or small, and so on. I'm still making space and seams. You can see that I'm not very careful. This is because I'm making this item just for the tutorial. Don't hurry. Tack slowly, stitch by stitch. Next, I'll tack the princess seams. Have a look at what I'm doing. I press the detail according to the fold line. I need to press it really hard before I can continue working. Be very careful and attentive. I don't show you the most simple ways to make items. I show you the ways to make items of good quality. This is the first front detail, and this is the second one. The center fronts should match. The width of the extension of the center front is 1.5 centimeters. Let's continue working. These are the center and the side details of the front. I'm taking the first princess seam. I know that this is a tutorial on how to make fasteners, but I also want to show you how to make items with princess seams. After watching this tutorial, you'll be able to make a very nice light jacket with princess seams and buttons on the front. I'm glad I've decided to show you this tutorial. I think that it's very useful. The notches on the waistline should match. I wasn't planning to show you this tacking process, but I want you to see how I tack princess seams. Have a look here. You can see that these two details are absolutely different. I need to tack this dart in such a way that the fabric isn't stretched or gathered. I'm taking the bust part, and I need to be very careful. I'm taking very slowly, stitch by stitch. Notice that I don't stretch or gather fabric. Otherwise, it wouldn't look good. Tack it just the way it is. You need to be very careful when working with princess seams. You can see that one detail is a bit longer than the other. Don't try to gather fabric. It's absolutely okay. I'll cut this extra piece later, when I tack all the seams. I'm taking the last princess seam. Next, I'll move on to the shoulders. First, I need to match them to cut the extra pieces. Have a look at the shoulders. Notice that they are even. I hate working with broken nails, but there's nothing I can do about it right now. I'm sorry. Now I can tack the shoulder seams. After that, I'll try the item on. Buttonholes can be horizontal and vertical. Edges of horizontal buttonholes should be on the center front. In this case, the button will be on the very center front. Notice how perfectly the shoulders match. If you draw and cut everything accurately, you won't have any problems with tacking and stitching. This is why I need to be very careful and attentive. Now I'll tack the second shoulder. It's a pleasure to work with accurately cut details. Vertical buttonholes should be placed right on the center front. Have a look at the item. The first stitching line marks the fold, and the second one center front. Now I'll try the item on and pin the center front. Have a look at me. It was pretty hard to pin the center front myself, but I managed to do it somehow. Anyway, you can see that the centers match in the right and the left details of the front. Such extension is for the small, nice buttons. If you use bigger buttons, add more. 2 centimeters, for example. The main rule is that the center front should match. I've showed you a very thorough tutorial on how to make fasteners. Have a look at the princess seams. The openings of the darts and the basic patterns were accurate, so the item fits my body perfectly. Have a look at these parts. Everything is perfect. If you find these videos useful, please share them and write comments. I love to get a feedback from you. That's all for today. Thank you for watching my videos. Be different and beautiful every day. Remember that practice makes perfect. My name is Paukšte Irina. Subscribe to my channel. Goodbye.